Last week at Okayama, we had chaos and calamity on the first lap again, with several cars being claimed by the barriers and sand traps. Aiden Meta once again dominated the front, while Raymond Rodriguez outdueled his competition to secure victory in the AM class. From the wide circuit of Okayama, we head to the treacherous streets of Long Beach next, where the action is always expected around every corner. We go green in California next. Our venue this week is the legendary Long Beach Circuit. This picturesque circuit has been hosting events since 1975, with various iterations of the tricky circuit holding one constant: the iconic Shoreline Drive. It's known as the Monaco of the North America and has played host to the Formula One World Championship, IMSA, and IndyCar. To put it simply, respect the walls and don't hit the hedges in the fountain. The format of the SimCAR Porsche Cup is as follows. The drivers have just started a 15-minute qualifying session, which sets the grid for a 45-minute race. The inaugural season of the SimCAR Porsche Cup continues tonight live on ASN TV with reigning SimCAR Grand Am champion Ray Kingsbury next to me in the commentary box. My name's Bryan Sawyer, as we welcome you to Long Beach, California. Just a reminder, the SimCAR Porsche Cup Series on ASN is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulations. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time, and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulations Drivers' Championship. Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. Whiplash SimCams. I don't know where that one is, but Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. Ray, I didn't even look at the screen. I was hitting a bunch of buttons. I hope I hit all the buttons correctly while I tried to read that.
Well, it went
Nice
pretty
to be
good.
here.
We had a couple of the old sponsors get some exposure, but I'm sure they won't mind.
I'm just smacking buttons, hoping it all came out right. It's all right. How are you this evening?
Buttons and not walls tonight, so I guess that would be more likely than not if you were on the track, right?
Yeah, pretty much. When Alex told me he had a work thing coming up this week, he goes, "Are you covering? Can you cover this week?" I said, "And not drive Long Beach?" Gladly.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite tracks to race by myself.
Yeah, I like hot lapping around it.
Yup. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how the start goes. I'm sure they modified the start zone. We'll find out.
First car on track is newcomer Evan McFarlane. He started the night as an AMRAY. I think he got moved up to pro really quick.
He didn't even make it through the practice session, and they're like, "Yeah, you're pro."
Top of the tower in practice. We'll see what he can do tonight. He's got a nice looking car. So,
he's
channel 199.
Yeah, exactly. Channel 199.
They must have a good painter, because I think he decided a little bit last minute that he was doing this.
Yeah, the last time I've seen a Channel 199 skin was Blake Reynolds on track, so it's been quite a while in SimCAR.
And it's a new car, so they didn't have that ready to go. Oh, you got a favorite part of this track? I'm guessing it's not the hairpin.
I've always been pretty good at the hairpin, but I also really like the fountain.
I've always liked the fountain. I don't think I've ever really minded the hairpin. I mind a lot of other people in the hairpin, but
how can you not?
Got Evan McFarland though getting ready to start his first lap, so we'll see where the times start falling.
Most of my experience at this track comes in the IndyCar. I used to pretty competitively drive that car, and between the different leagues and whatnot, we even drove it as a tech track. So I know this circuit like the back of my hand, but I have not had too much success in it with the sports cars.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the last time I had it. I think the last time I was in a race here, I was in a Pro 2 Light, which was it was an experience. Somebody off the track,
sound
75.
like the type of car you would drive at a road course, but I guess it is Long Beach.
It's a lot of fun. You can just throw that thing through these turns, and that's kind of what everybody was doing in that race, just throwing it and sliding it, beating each other up.
That's amazing.
Not something you want to be doing in this. Matthew Warwas was a black flag. Probably got a track cut somewhere.
Yeah, it's easy to jump those curbs. Well, based on the practice, I'm going to make the bold prediction of Evan McFarland being the pole sitter. But I do think Cody's got some good pace from what we were seeing in practice. We'll just see if he can pull it all together. It's kind of always the case with Cody.
Yeah.
And he'll be the first to tell you that.
Looking like a 120 flat for Evan McFarland. First time round, 120.008. Next time coming through, Kevin Fanning with a 121.074. Who do we got a little further back that we should be looking at? Let's go look at AM from last week. Ray Rodriguez, our AM class winner. He's on his first lap coming around to the back stretch of the track. Cody Cosgrove took P1 in the interim, 119.675. That's 3/10 up on Evan McFarland. Brandon Lambert in third, the 120.029. Where do we got a parking lot? It's looking like we got a parking lot. Oh,
Mahler.
Yep.
And a few cars ran right through it at full speed.
War was still sitting on the track back there.
Sorry, that wasn't John Marshbanks. That was Christos Arabatas came around.
Ray Rodriguez finishes his first lap, 120.7. War was still on the track trying to get it going. Doesn't want to do another outlap. That's a nice gold
it's hard
paint.
to get the tires back up to temp. You really lose a lot of pace on those following laps. It's better to just get it back going again.
I'm a big fan of that car.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. We have a train of cars behind Marwin Mofta. There's just three of them in a line. My thing with Long Beach was I never wanted to be near anyone in qualifying.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of draft in these cars.
That's pretty much why. Mofta got out of the way, but if he didn't, he was basically just holding them up.
Yeah. Yeah, it really depends what kind of car you're on, how close you want to be to somebody else. These don't offer a lot of pull, so you kind of want to just be by yourself. It's kind of how I was.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it's kind of been how I'm doing my pit strategy when I've been driving this season. Just look at my relative and go, if I go now, I'll get away from everybody and I'll be near nobody. I could be by myself for a little while.
Yes, indeed. The one thing that makes this league a little more unique than some of the other ones is the open qualifying. It's something we've just done for probably the last 4 years, and people just seem to like it.
I love watching it.
More variety, makes it a little more interesting. I don't think anyone's ever really gotten impeded, but it does let you kind of play some games. Like, if you're at Daytona, you can get in a draft. If it's a wet track, the fastest laps come at the end. So there's a few ways to kind of take advantage of it, and that's kind of what makes it interesting, I would say.
Exactly. Looking at Nathan Palmer right now coming around the final corner.
Spun.
Ooh, McFarland spun, but he did retake P1 with a 119.3. Zach Goddard.
Nope. Crossgrove to the top again.
Yep, Crosgrove to the top again with the 119.1, so they're battling back and forth. Let's see where they are on track. We just saw Nathan Palmer cross the line, 119.5, put him to 6th.
Evan might have enough time to get out there.
And Cody.
It's going to be tight.
Cody's spinning now also. Just hit the back of the 22 of
Cody
Scott
missed the
Lindgren.
wall, but he towed. Okay. Well, Evan's going to have to do some mad tire warming to get himself up the pace.
Unfortunately for Scott Lindgren, I think Cody hit him and is going to invalidate this lap. Scott sitting, looks like right now, P2 and am behind Ray Rodriguez. Ray all the way up in 7th. Scott down in 16th. So Scott's definitely looking for some points or positions. One of the P words. Gosh to 9th. 119.9.
We've just got so many spinners. Kevin Garcia went around on the exit of the
I think my replay tool is going to get a lot of work tonight. It's okay. Neither of us are Josh Mertz. We don't know the corner names by heart.
The track map. That one's just not named. It's that off camber corner that's after the fountain.
I am preemptively.
We're going the wrong way in the hairpin. Oh boy.
Who's the wrong way? 27.
Yeah,
who is that? That is Christos Albert. Christos Arabat. Sure. You know how to say his last name?
Arabatis.
Arabatis. That's correct. I've heard that before.
I'm just ignoring the Z.
Let's see. Evan McFarlane off the track, so he is done for this evening. Zach Goddard in P3, trying to make a better run, looking like he's at a 120.0 right now, 119 now. He's might be able to get it a little better. Just looking for about a half second in these last...
Maybe 2.
Yeah, 119. He might get 2 more. That's a...
Yeah, I think 1. Yeah,
I don't think he's not getting 2. So he's going to get 1 more shot at the pole. I think McFarlane coming back out. Not quite sure why. Zach Goddard, 119.499 or 501 doesn't improve.
Well, he's yielding to all the cars that are coming, so I'm guessing he's just trying to get a little more experience.
Sounds good. Scott Lindgren. Predicted lap of a 115. Don't know if this is an out lap or not.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's on an out lap. He's looking to get to at least a 119.628. So he's looking for 4 tenths on his next time by.
It's not
if he can get one in. I don't think there's a way he's running a 115 unless the predicted time's a little messed up.
I think it's a little messed up because I just went and looked and he's not on an out lap. It's either that or he's hauling ass.
So yeah, he's either hauling the mail or we got a little timing issue here. We'll find out. He's just showing up as Scott on our timing table, so that's pretty cool.
He's so elite that he just gets a first name. Well, it was a good lap, 19.9. Certainly not a shabby one.
19.9, yeah. Puts him to P12.
I don't know if he's going to get another lap.
No, he will not. He's going to start maybe 2 rows behind Ray there for the battle for the AM. It's looking like Cody Crossgrove and Evan McFarlane they're our front row this evening. A bunch of other cars coming in. We'll just read off the results real quick here. Cody Crossgrove, Evan McFarlane, Zach Goddard, Anthony Flores, Tanner Prater, Peter Moeller, Nathan Palmer, Logan Grado, Raymond Rodriguez, Raymond Rodriguez, Carter Gosh, John Marshbanks, Scott Lindgren, Blake Doyle, Brandon Lambert, Kevin Fanning, Matt Mosby, Daniel Coletta, Brian Sohn, Marwan Mafta, Christos Arabatis, Kieran Lifflander, Clinton Funk, Matthew Warwis, Josh Shessie, Joe Pascucci, and then I think just race control. And me. Why am I on there? I joined as a spectator. Interesting.
No, we both joined as drivers.
Did
Bryan.
we join as drivers?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get on the track.
Hey, we're getting points.
I'll take it.
No drop week for you.
Speaking of points, so before we get started, let's go. Let's take a look at the points coming into this race. Overall standings: Aiden Meta, Matt Kingsbury, Cody Crossgrove is the current podium. Matt Mosby, Kenneth Ingersoll, Zach Goddard, Brandon Lambert, Scott Lindgren, John Marshbanks, and Raymond Rodriguez are your top 10. Over in the AM standings, Ray Rodriguez, 57 points, tied with Scott Lindgren, Tucker Lindgren, Marwin Mofta, Karsten Quint, Matthew Warwis, me, Brian Sawyer, Daniel Coletta, Christos Abaretis, and Brian Sohn. I think we're going to go warm up here, Ray. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to.
Welcome back. This SimCAR Porsche Cup Series is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulations, Lambert Designs, Whiplash SimCams. Right, we're getting ready to go. Any predictions for this evening?
There might be a crash.
Oh, you think in turn one or the fountain?
Start finish line.
Start finish line.
Cars over the guardrail. Clear bleachers.
Yeah, we got a lot of cars, so I'm wondering where the back of the field's going to start when the front gets going. If they're still going to be in that hairpin or not.
I don't know. I didn't catch what they said during the driver's brief. I know Clinton told me he's thinking about starting in the pit lane, which probably is a good idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Save a lot of fuel too.
Here we go. The grid for tonight. Cody Crossgrove, Evan McFarland, Peter Moeller, Zach Goddard, Anthony Flores, Tanner Prater, Nathan Palmer, Logan Grado, Ray Rodriguez, Carter Gosh, John Marshbanks, Scott Lindgren, Blake Doyle, Brandon Lambert, Kevin Fanning, Matt Mosby, Daniel Coletta, Brian Sohn, Kevin Garcia, Marwan Mafta, Christos Abaretis, Kieran Lifflinder, Clinton Funk, Matthew Warwas, Joshua Sussy, Joe Piscucci, Ray Kingsbury. There we are. I'm just reading names.
Hey, I outqualified
Matt Lindy did not make it into the session. I know he was having an issue with the issues iRacing has had tonight. We didn't even know if we were going to have a race. They were struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it was a tough one. We seemed to manage to daisy chain everyone in, and we're here, so grateful to be here. We've got a half lap under caution here. These guys are going to be trying to warm those tires up and then fire it off down into turn one. It'll be interesting to see who gets the whole shot, who doesn't get shot into the wall, and maybe we're going to be playing 10-pin bowling.
Poof. I wish we could do restarts in iRacing. You can with AI. If there was one AI car in here, we could run the session back and redo a restart if it was a problem. But with only people race, it's not a fan of doing that. At least you could do, hey, we're going to red flag this, restart it, and remove the problem car. Or send them to the back, make them start from pits.
Well, at SimCAR, we did do full course yellows with a manual pace car for a few seasons, for about a year.
Yeah,
we took a break for this season on it. For tracks like Long Beach, it was a blessing and a curse. Sometimes you ended up needing that break. Sometimes it ended up just creating a continuous cycle. Anyways, Crossgrove's leading them down into the hairpin here. We're getting ready to go green. They are to astern all the way back. I don't know why, because they're not going to make it without contact, which they've just found out. And it seems like they're doing a delayed start here because Cody would have fired off if not.
Cody has fired off.
And he's away. Pretty good start from Cody. Evans on his sixth there, and we got 3 wide behind as Flores goes inside of Peter Mahler with Prater on the outside, and you see Goddard gets a bump from behind the Mahler.
There it is.
And it's a parking lot on the exit of turn one.
That's Zach Goddard all the way around.
Goddard's still stuck there as well. And honestly, that's probably
not bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad. A couple bumpers and fenders banged up, but nobody seems to be out of the race. Flores up in P3, I believe, just had a little incident, locked up coming through the off-camber corner, and Logan Grado is now catching up to the back of him here.
Yeah, it looks like the front 2 cars have just taken off. They're gone, and the pack begins with Tony Flores.
Little battle back behind Matt Kingsbury trying to move up through the field after not being able to qualify today. He's going to be one to watch as he makes some moves, but we're watching on cam, and I just missed it. Blake Doyle, Scott Lindgren, and Matt Mosby. Some action going down into Firestone, coming all the way down Seaside. Oh, they're going to touch. Mosby tried to do the over-under. No room there underneath Lindgren. We head down into the hairpin.
That's a real tight corner Mosby was making there. We got one car around. Who is that? Looks like Kevin Fanning.
Unfortunately. Fanning may have gotten some help from behind there.
Yeah, when you're
Looks like
stuck
there's a
like
bit of a
that.
stack up, and a couple guys got into the back of each other, and Kieran Lifflander looks like he was maybe forced into his back. A little bit of an accordion effect.
Yeah, we're trying to take a look from high above. It looks like, yeah, kind of hard to see at that angle, but yeah, he looks like if Kieran didn't hit him at the beginning, it looks like he kind of touched him at the end there and got him fully rotated.
Yeah, indeed. Up front, still Cody Crosgrove. Evan McFarland still trailing. It's still pretty close. Logan Grado's third. He's falling off just a tiny bit as Tony Flores somewhere, some way has dropped way back out of this thing. I don't know where he went. He's dropped at least 12
Gonna
positions.
take a look. He just had an incident. We'll take a look back at what happened to him. Looks like he was going side by side with, I'm not quite sure who the red car is there, if you're able to tell. Did they touch?
Flores?
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. Sorry, Flores is the red car. And it looks like he was just on the inside, maybe locked the brakes and kind of swerved to the outside.
Actually, I think that was Grado because they were battling for P3. John Marchbank's the little wiggle off of the hairpin as he tries to avoid getting into the back of Rodriguez, able to gather it back up. There's a pretty good group of cars there in the middle of that field.
Is Carter Gosh racing Lightning McQueen?
Good job.
Yes, he is. Good job. Matt Mosby, Scott Lindgren. Looks like Mosby just got by Lindgren. Looks like Doyle's trying to make a move next also. Daniel Coletta falling down the field. Matt Kingsbury losing his spot.
Coletta and Matt had
still
some
falling.
sort of incident almost. Matt ended up taking the runoff and aborting the corner. Coletta almost followed him, but hit the tire wall head on instead.
Oh.
It was like, oh, gotcha.
Oh.
I think Matt probably did the right move there to pull off into the runoff and avoid all the incidents. Kieran Lifflander looking inside of Brandon Lambert as they head down Pine Avenue. Head out onto the back stretch on Seaside Way now.
This is Kieran's second race in the Porsche Cup Series. Yeah, they're coming around the hairpin right now.
Well, it still sounded good, Brian.
You made me click. You made me click on them. Normally, it's pretty easy
out of the hairpin. It's Joe Pascucci. He's going to get passed by Matt Kingsbury and Josh Sushi.
It's so hard to get. It's so hard when you get turned around there. You just gotta wait for everybody to go by.
Yeah, he just clipped the apex by himself and got himself turned around. He's just gotten it straightened out now, and he's gonna come heading into the pit road. It looks like. I don't think there's a pit window yet, but good luck there, Joe. We all need to thank Joe because of him. We all made it into the server.
Why, he figured out the daisy chain method?
Yes.
Good way to go, Joe. For those of you that don't know, iRacing, the leagues page seems to be down right now. We got one. I think you were the first person in, Ray, or second,
Joe
something
was
like
the
that.
first person in, and then I was able to somehow get in there off of somebody's friends list, and then everybody friended me.
Yeah, you made a lot of friends tonight. We just saw. Looks like Carter Gosh lost some sort of body part. Just fell off onto the track. Looks like a mirror. Yeah, his right side mirror just fell off.
Kevin Garcia was backwards in the hairpin. He went around by himself on entry and was parked front end facing the apex, and he's towed it off the track as 5 or 6 cars went by him there.
Most interesting thing we got right now on track is the battle from 5th back to about 13th. It's just a straight line of cars. Gosh, struggling a little bit. Car complaining under braking. Just lost his other side mirror, I believe. He's got no mirrors on that car now.
It's aerodynamic. Oh. Yep. Oh, yeah. He might have lost more than the mirror looking at that. He might have lost a little steering precision, too.
Thank God for the virtual mirror for him.
I think Carter Gosh, as soon as that pit window opens, needs to find his way down pit road, take that quick repair, because there's no way that thing is optimized right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the pit window is going to be around this week. The previous couple weeks, we got contact in the back. Looks like Marchbank's getting into the back of Gosh a little bit. Gosh just being abused these last few laps. Marchbank's got past Ray Rodriguez trying to get by Carter Gosh. In the back, Kevin Fanning passes Josh Sussey for 22nd.
You know, up front, still pretty close between Cosgrove and McFarlane. Cosgrove definitely still out in front, but, you know, he hasn't dusted McFarlane yet. I don't know if, I mean, Evan was fast in practice. I don't know if Cody just figured something out, or maybe Evan's just saving his tires to make a late race charge. There's a number of things that could be going on. Kevin Garcia's off the track again. I don't know if that's from him. Yeah, he's coming out of the pits. He was just pulling off to be courteous to everyone. Really,
but Logan Grado.
Train.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet Logan Grado and Nathan Palmer are pretty happy about where they are. They're in third and fourth, and well, Logan's got the whole train behind him, but Nathan's got the whole train behind him. Logan's just kind of got a little bit of free air in front and behind him.
I think Nathan's going to be coming under some pressure here in the first turn. And I mean, well, maybe not. Carter looks like he didn't get a good exit, but he's definitely got guys stacking up behind him here. Pretty tight lap times up and down this field. Even in the middle of that pack, they're doing some mid-19s and low 19.3s. The leaders aren't really running any faster than that. I don't really see too many cars that are well outside the margins here. Brandon Lambert all the way down in 12th is running in the 19, so about half a second separating the top 12 cars. Yeah,
normally about this time into one of these races, I have only a couple cars in the red on my timing tower showing me the battles. Right now, half this timing tower is just lit up, saying they're close.
Peter Mahler just used a little bit of Matthew Warwas his rear bumper as he got quite a run, and I don't think he was trying to bump and run him, but you know, the speed difference between them was pretty immense. And Tony Flores is catching up onto the back of them too, so I think we're going to see some racing going on in a little bit.
All right.
Oh, Flores tried to pass Smaller in the middle of the hairpin, and it has resulted in a spin.
A spin. We'll take a look. Oh, Peter Moeller, Clinton Funk. Let's take a look.
Oh, Mahler's car looks like it's destroyed.
Got a good look here. Muller around. Ugh, unfortunate. He get hit nope, didn't get hit a second time.
He got it into the wall trying to turn it around, I think.
Yeah.
Might have bent a couple things.
Car turned into paper mache. You're looking at Clinton Funk. What happened to him? Hit the curb. I heard you guys saying before the race, Clinton, that's too much curb.
Tanner Prater and Raymond Rodriguez are dueling with John Marchbanks.
Oh, that's okay. They can duel. Let's take a look.
And Prater's looking to the outside of Marchbanks. Little contact. He's going to give him a bump and run. I don't think Marchbanks lets that slide, I'll be honest with you. Nope, he didn't.
Ray trying to sneak the inside, take a 2-for-1.
Yeah, the outside in the hairpin, and a little contact coming off the corner. That's impressive. I didn't think he was going to manage that overlap.
They are side by side there. It's going to be spicy turn one.
Yeah, Rodriguez not really be given a lot of space. You think he's going to back out here. That was probably the smart move. Prater deep on the brakes. Marchbanks not so deep. Gonna let him have it. Fall in line, and Matt Mosby's catching up to the back of Rodriguez. Now this group's not going to calm down anytime soon.
Hell yeah, you're watching a fight like Ray's watching between Marchbanks and Prater. You go, maybe I'll let them beat each other up a little bit.
Yeah, that's usually my strategy, honestly.
Same here. I want to survive. I want to finish the race. I don't want to be involved in the fifth fight.
Yeah, I always tried to teach my teammates, especially in endurance racing, it's better to be right and survive than to be wrong and dead. So what I mean by that, right? Don't put yourself in a bad situation and find out after that it wasn't the right move. Better to be safe than
exactly.
sorry.
You also don't want to be the car at the end of the race arguing, well, the other guy was at fault, when you could have just said, maybe I'll let you just take this and not die.
You know,
who is that? Oh, that
is,
was
the other guy.
That's
might be
Matt Mosby pitting. Oh.
You know, and this is kind of how I won a couple, you know, only 4 of them actually, now that I think about it, championships in SimCAR. Survival, man. Like, I'd rather get second and survive and let the other guy win when he was maybe driving a little dirty, you know, than wreck and get 12th, but he gets a penalty. What good does that do me?
Yeah, you'd rather take the second place points than last.
Right. I think some guys are driving with that level of self-preservation tonight here at Long Beach. We saw Raymond Rodriguez back out of that, and he didn't have to. Bryan Lambert looking
Palmer
for a run on Blake Doyle right now.
Where are they? Let's see.
10th, 11th.
There we go.
You know, as I said that, it didn't pan out, but Kieran Lifflander is getting close as well, so maybe a couple moves coming from Kieran here if he can keep that pace up. Oh, yeah. He's a little deep there. Lambert got a little underneath him. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the run. Yeah, I think Lambert's going to have a shot here headed into turn 1. He's got the slipstream on Blake Doyle here. My guess is Lambert sends it.
And there he goes to the inside, deep on the brakes.
It's almost like I've raced against Brandon Lambert for 5 years.
Maybe just a couple times.
That was actually a pretty tame overtake by Brandon Lambert standards. Very clean
that
move.
looked,
I wouldn't even call that a send.
no, that was pretty normal. Looking at Kieran trying to make a move next. Up front, Evan McFarland's closed the gap to Cody Cosgrove from about 1.5 seconds to about 7/10 between the two now. Last time around, they were basically identical on lap times with 1:19.4.
Well, they're in lap traffic right now. They're about to catch the back of Clinton Funk and Bryan.
That would be why.
So I think we're going to see this gap close up a little. Carter Gosh is also slipping back into Nathan Palmer and Tanner Prater's grasp, and John Marshbanks is just sitting there on the back of his bumper as well. So I think the podium's going to start seeing a battle as well.
You've led a lot of races in road racing. When in a race that's only 45 minutes like this, usually the pit lap it seems to like open the pit window starts to open around like 8-9 laps. Do you want to take it early or do you want to hold on? I feel like I'd take it early and get away from the lap traffic.
Yeah, it depends. We are watching right now Tony Flores go inside of Matthew Warwas on an overtake. But yeah, for me, it would depend the situation I was in. I mean, like last season at Silverstone, you guys saw me risk it and pit a little early, take tires, you know. I didn't really have much to lose. I was kind of hoping for a caution. You know, in this type of racing where you don't have a caution, sometimes that can be beneficial if you're super fast compared to the guys around you and you're just getting held up. You know, you can get a little more pace than that and overcut them, or undercut them rather. But for the most part with road course racing, you want the car to lighten up because at the end of, you know, a 45-minute run, you've got the lightest amount of fuel. So your car's going faster. So you're spending more time going faster than you are slower. You think about it like your average weight across those 45 minutes, you want it to be as light as possible.
Yeah.
That's not to say, you know, 45 minutes is not a short race, but it's not an endurance race. The tires
it's
do
not
last
super long.
Yeah, if you were changing your tires in those 45 minutes, then yeah, probably take them earlier and be a benefit, but I'm sure there's going to be some guys that come down a little early, try to get out of the traffic, though. I mean, and that's probably the right strategy for them in that situation.
That's I'm newer to road racing. That's the strategy I like. I like taking it early, getting away, get my own air, and just running the laps I know I can run, and then hoping they were faster than some other people. So when they pit, they come out behind me.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you if I'm any of these guys on the track right now, I'm probably just staying out. There's not anybody that's in enough traffic right now where I'd be like, I'm pitting. Though Matt has pitted. He might have been in some traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was coming up on quite a bit of traffic actually. So he decided it's not even worth trying to pass lap cars, just get down the pit lane.
Cody and Evan have seemed to have freed themselves from the traffic. The next car they have in front of them is Zach Goddard. He'll probably get out of their way, probably right in the fountain section. It's looking like he's going to catch them. The 21 car has also come out of the pit, Matt Kingsbury. He'll probably also hit him right here after the fountain. Yep, he is on the back side.
Yeah, I don't think Matt's going to be slow enough to really hold them up. I don't think Matt's going to want to let them by.
Hey, you don't want to get lapped.
Right. Well, he's also, I mean, he's technically on the lead lap.
Yeah.
You know, he's already done his pit stop, so, you know, he did start deeper in the field. But Matt's lap times have been very competitive. He's been doing 19.4s as his best lap, and, you know, he's had a few of those in there. And then the laps where he's hit other people traffic-wise, he's done 20. So one of the faster cars on the track, if you can stay in clean air, it's looking like. So I assume that's part of his strategy.
Yeah, 119.4. He let's see if I can sort it like that. Nope, won't let me sort by fastest lap. That's lame. I was gonna say, he looks like he's maybe the 4th, 5th fastest lap on track right now.
Matt Mosby starting to breathe down the back of Marwan Mafta's neck here. They're coming out of the fountain and into the Pine Ave section. Oh, what a send by Mosby. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was much of a send. It was definitely a little bit of a lunge. I think Marwan maybe gave it to him a little there. He was like, "Yeah, you have it."
Boy, Doyle passing Marshbanks for P10.
Ooh, Fanning and Mahler are side by side, but that's not the position. My bad. It just looked exciting.
Gonna take a look for the AM class lead. Ray Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren, they're tied currently in the standings. Ray P1, Scott Lindgren right behind him with a Clinton Funk in between them. Clinton Funk
not anymore.
Spinning as I say his name. I'm sorry, buddy.
I can't help myself. I was just like, maybe no. Okay. Poor Clinton.
It's really something. I had a friend say the other day. It's really amazing how often the commentator's curse happens. You say somebody's name and then they just absolutely bin it.
Well, in Clinton's case, it might be because he has the stream on. He can hear us talking about him.
He hears his name. He perks up. Presses
the
gas a little too hard.
Cody's taking the he's putting Matt a lap down now. So we were thinking Matt might be able to hold that gap, but it doesn't look to be the case. Cody just did an 18.9.
I think that's our first 18 this evening.
That's quick.
That is the first 18 this evening. So see if Evan can respond, see if Matt can keep pushing.
Yeah, the thing with this car is the harder you push, the more the tires get cooked. So I'm guessing by your laughter, Clinton said something.
Get a little look at Daniel Coletta chasing down Christos Apparatus for P18. One of the closer battles on track right now. It's all kind of settled down a little bit, right? And there we go, right to the pits.
Yeah,
trying to watch a fight, and the driver says, "No, we're good."
24 minutes remaining. We're not even halfway in this thing. I mean, we're just about. But
yeah,
I was actually surprised by how many cars we saw come in as early as we did. There could be a number of reasons why you're going to want to do that. It could be, you know, damage that you. Oh man, what a bad rejoin by Mahler. I think John Marshbanks needs a new pair of underwear.
Oh, I can take a look. I want to see what happened there. So we're looking at Mueller right now. Mueller sends it in.
This is not what Peter wants people watching right now. I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? Nothing happened. Thank God.
Yeah. On that note, Ray, I think we're going to step aside for just a few minutes. I'm going to take a break, probably find a drink, and look for my correct ad menu. I don't know where it went, but we will be right back. All right, Ray. I don't know if you're here, but we're coming back a little early just because we didn't have the side-by-side ads. So we're missing as little as we can this evening.
Well, we did miss Zach Goddard having to tow off the track because he got stuck backwards down Seaside Way. Instead of trying to turn it around in the middle of the track, he decided to tow.
We can definitely watch him do that in post. There he goes, loses the car, gets backwards.
And
he sees the car.
Did not get it turned around. Probably the safer bet.
Yeah, probably says, I'm not going to ruin somebody else's race by trying to turn this thing around.
Yeah, that's where having a disable traction control button is helpful, though.
Yes. Just throw that thing in a circle real quick.
I have it mapped on my TC dials, and then I just press them. It turns it off.
Yeah.
Don't have to remember where it is. Just press the TC button. Really good fight here between Prater and Palmer. It's been heating up for a few laps. They just overtook Bryan Sohn, who is a lap down, I believe. Yes, just one. And this battle is for the top 5. they're kind of setting their sights on Carter Gosh a little. Prater's got the pace to match Gosh. Whether he can catch him remains to be seen. Now these two, Palmer and Prater, are teammates, so I do wonder if maybe Prater will yield Palmer will yield the Prater to kind of let him go through. But definitely Prater's got the pace over Palmer right now.
All right.
And Clinton Funk just got it turned back around after a little excursion.
Well, yeehaw.
And coming up on the back of him is the race leader now, Cody Crosgrove. Logan Grados hits second because our friend Evan McFarlane has opted to come down pit road. And he's now exiting the pits.
Right. Well, Ray, while we watch this battle between Palmer and Prater, I'm going to, unless something crazy starts happening between them, I'm going to read the things that I'm supposed to read. Came back a little early, so I'll just read them off. Here we go. The SimCAR Porsche Cup Series on ASN TV is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulations delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers Championship. Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you to Andrew Cardinale for all of your camera support. Do you like what you see? ASN TV USA on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X. We got some underscores. ASNTVUSA.com if you'd like your content broadcast. If you want to race in this series or any of the series here on the ASN Automotive Sports Network, NASASimRacing.com will get you into the Discord and get you with any of our series.
Bryan, I heard a rumor that somebody finally asked you for the dark web domain.
Clinton Funk asked me for the dark web domain. I don't know if he knows how to use a .onion, but I think I forgot to send it to him.
You should send him a link to the Onion.
Man, watching these cars in the back here, just kind of yoink off over into the pit lane. It looks like they're just spinning back there to me from the car camera angle, and I think they're just going to hit the wall. And I realize, oh no, they're just pitting.
I don't know why they didn't design the pit entry here to just simply cut the last chicane. It would have been a lot safer.
Yeah.
And there's an access road right there.
Yes, there is. There's a few places I feel like you could have put pit lane on this track that would have been a little safer.
Yeah. I mean, the pit lane itself is fine.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I just mean entries.
Mr. Penske, give me a call.
A lot of people hitting that outside wall on that turn. Saw Gosh lose his mirrors there. What did we just come through? It's like turn 5.
Oh, it's that one that's the off-camber exit there?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, there's not a lot of rear grip coming out of there, and the front end falls away.
Ray Rodriguez for P11 trying to pass Jean Marchbank. Sorry, Ray. He was within a tenth. It fell back to about a half second, so...
Oh, you're good. I was going to say the way you're supposed to drive that corner is to kind of cut the inside of it a little bit early and keep the front wheel straight as you come through the exit. That way you're focusing on your throttle up. So like if you're trying to drive it off the front tires, you're going to hit the wall or your back end's going to snap around. So the whole point is to set the car and then just get into the throttle. Speaking of spinning the car, it looks like Kevin Garcia is around again as Kieran Lifflander and Anthony Flores are side by side for position here coming down Seaside Way. They were side by side for the whole short shoot before that, and now Flores is defending. Lifflander to the outside,
throwing that car around, trying to make something happen.
He kept it out of the wall. That's all I can say about that. Definitely driving hard down the middle of the corner. Matt Mosby looking to join the scrap here. And behind them, Suchi has clipped the inside wall, spun in front of Kevin Garcia, been T-boned by him and Arabatis. All that within 2 frames. That is unfortunate for Josh Suchi. He was having, I don't want to say a great race, but I mean his wheels were pointed in the right direction, so he was doing better than most of us would be.
Yeah. In the battle for AM, Scott Lindgren up in 6th position, Ray Rodriguez in 11th. Ray has pit. I don't believe Scott has yet. Evan McFarland pit. He's in P8, so he's the only one in the top 8 that have pit. P1 through 7 have yet to go.
Yeah, I didn't see what the pit delta was, but I imagine Evan will still come out inside the top 3. His lap times have been solid.
Yeah, they're looking like about 40 to 44 seconds in the lane, depending. Looking average is around 42 seconds, so we'll see when they all start coming through. Let's see. Evan is 46 seconds back from the leader. So
if Evan had a good pit stop, he might come out the leader, because on lap average, lap over lap, he's been a few tenths faster lap than Cody.
I don't think he did. He's 44.8 for Evan for pit lane time.
Ooh.
I'm seeing a lot of 40s, 41s, a couple 44s, but
and
looks like 40.7 is doable. Yeah.
So
I think he's going to come squarely second. Yeah, I think he's going to come in squarely second, maybe a second or 2 with Grado behind him. But I think Cody's going to be able to pit and just come right back out in front.
Interesting. I wonder if he
even
can
have to pit
overfill
at
the
all.
car, or maybe he took tires and hence why he's having such good lap times.
Yeah.
They should need to pit. 50% fuel is not going to get you the whole way here. I guess we'll find out. He is running good laps, though, so I mean, maybe the longer they stay out, the better it is for McFarland. He might be able to close up that gap a little.
Let's take a look at Cody. See what he decides to do this time by. Looks like he's going for the pits right now.
He indeed is. All. It's not going to matter. Evan McFarland has spun.
Oh, well, that will...
The same corner that everybody else has spun on.
That'll do that. Yep.
He was the hustle, and he knew he had to.
That's going to spell almost certain victory for Crossgrove.
And here comes Marshbanks on the inside of McFarland. Marshbanks, I don't believe, is pitted yet. And Rodriguez now sniffing.
Marshbanks has pit.
Okay, so McFarland fell quite a ways down the lineup then. And Rodriguez is pit as well. So really good
Rodriguez
recovery drive from these 2 drivers then.
Yeah. Thinking if once the rest of the 1st through 4th have not pit yet, and Kevin Fanning has not pit yet. So I'm thinking McFarland probably fell down to about 5th or 6th position once they all come through.
Oh, that's quite
a big fall
if you really think about it. Even with that spin, for him to be as close as he is to these guys who are a little deeper in the pack, we'll see where he comes out in relation to the rest of the field as well. Something tells me Prater and Palmer have done a good enough job to maybe hold him off as well.
Yeah. Cody Crossgrove out of the pits, 40.9 for his pit time.
Logan Grado did come out of the pits. So he's done his pit stop. He's come out. Oh, I'm having a hard time seeing where he's come out, but he's on the back straightaway. In comparison, the leaders have just come across the start-finish line.
Got a nice little train again for P9. John Marshbanks, Evan McFarland, Ray Rodriguez hit the wall. Brandon Lambert behind them. Scott Lindgren has finally pit. We'll see where he comes out in relation to Ray Rodriguez. They are battling for the AM class victory and the lead overall. They came into this evening tied in points, so we'll see where that comes out. Looks like he gets the pit with a pit time of 40.5. Coming out right. He's going to come out behind Rodriguez. Rodriguez just ekes it out.
Oh, we got a wreck. So Arabatis and Kingsbury were side by side, and then they were no longer side by side.
That's typically how it happens, right?
Yep, perfect. You cut right to it.
They're side by side.
Little tap there, and then
they're
a little
no
more
longer
of a tap,
side by. Oh,
and then more of a crash.
Oh man! If I was Kingsbury, I'd try and turn the wheel and just let the car coast backwards and do a backy into the through the hairpin.
Yeah, so Matt was making a bit of a recovery. That's going to definitely hurt his drive. I think that probably was his fault, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, Prater and Palmer coming out of the pit lane. Cosgrove far and away in front of them. Palmer 5-6 seconds behind. Cosgrove now closer to 8-9. They're falling down the table. Grado P2. Gosh P3. Everybody has pit now.
Well, the roster or the running order got a little bit of a shake up there, but McFarland definitely a little further down than he probably wanted. Still 6.5 minutes left, so he can make up a little ground, but there's not a ton of time left.
No, I think he can get this position on Marchbank's back, but I don't know if he's going to catch up 3 seconds to Prater in 3 laps.
I don't know. Have you seen John Marchbanks defend?
No, I've never been this high up in the field before.
Yeah, John Marchbanks can defend. We'll leave it at that. I had a race with John Marchbanks once at Sonoma, and it was the most fun race I have ever had in my life. I can't say a bad thing about the guy's racecraft. You know, one of the unique things about SimCAR, besides our caution rule from last year and the fact that you qualifying, is our racecraft rules. You've got overlap. You're allowed to race side by side through the corner. So if you're side by side before the point of turn in, we're expecting both drivers to leave room. And a lot of guys are like, well, that promotes dive bombing. You know, it doesn't. Dive bombing's still not allowed. It's still against the rules. If you're not making the corner with the car next to you, you can't put your car there.
Yeah.
What the other side of this is, and we've seen some really good racing today and throughout the season where drivers are side by side and they give each other the room they're expecting. It's a little harder here at Long Beach where the track narrows out a bit, but we've still got some really close battles going on. We see Lambert catching up to Raymond Rodriguez. We see McFarland was catching up to Marchbanks, but he's actually kind of fallen off the back of him now. This is definitely going to be a passing opportunity for Lambert on Rodriguez here. Rodriguez lost the backside a little. Lambert did get that overlap before the turn-in, but fortunately for Lambert, just didn't get a good entry, and Rodriguez able to drive away from him on exit here. See if Lambert can fight his way on back. Rodriguez, a little bit of a tight condition through the center of the corner. Now we're seeing that side-by-side action. Lambert around the outside.
If I'm Ray, I'm just let him go, Ray. Don't fight it. It's not your battle. Your battle is right behind you.
I think Raymond Rodriguez might be thinking about the overall, I'll be honest with you.
Ugh. See, I'm looking at the tower and going, my competition is 1.5 seconds behind me. Just go, Brendan. Just go. Just go. Let's not die together. Right, looking for his second win.
Who was that stopped in the...
Not quite sure. It's a lapped car, so I'm not going to be able to tell on my timing tower.
I think it was Josh Succi. Yeah, it was indeed the Panda Spec driver. pulling off to be courteous. As Lambert and Rodriguez continue to chase after each other here. Josh is looking to get by Warwas. He is actually hunting down Grado a little bit. Closed in on him a couple tenths the last few laps. Yeah, but Palmer is coming. I think Nathan Palmer is looking for a podium. Tanner Prater also very quick behind him. Not sure they got enough time to catch, but if the lap cars don't get out of the way, there's a chance.
Looking at Kevin Fanning chasing down Karen Lifflander for P14. About a half second between them. Look at Marwan Mofta going Matthew Warwas for P19. Those are two of our closest battles on track right now, except for Ray Rodriguez right behind Brandon Lambert. Pop back up to that battle in a moment if it gets a little closer. Let's go look at Cody Crossgrove. You don't even see another car. You don't even see another car near him. 8 seconds in front of Grado.
It's just been a masterclass performance. He hasn't really put a wheel wrong yet. I said yeah, because it's Long Beach and you never know.
Yeah.
I did say Crossgrove very quick. We've just been looking for him to put it together a complete performance package all season. He probably should have had a chance at that win at Okayama. Aiden Meta not here tonight. Opens the door for Cody Crossgrove to possibly pick up a win. Meta was actually the championship leader with the drops included going into this round.
Oh, Clinton Funk around that circle.
Yes, indeed. Obviously,
it's
that won't be the
one
case
corner.
tonight, though. Meta will not be the points leader. So this is going to be a significant opportunity for Crossgrove and others to make up some points.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it shakes out. I'm just excited. We got a new point system in here, and I don't have to type names anymore. It's probably my favorite thing of this thing we've been building.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun to watch this come together and just make the league a little more manageable as well, not just the broadcasting. I think the drivers are liking it too.
Yeah. As I always get asked every season, I get, hey, who's driving this season, and who's on what team, who's available, and is there a public link for points? I was like, oh, let's put something together.
Yeah, I mean, we had a system that functionally did the same thing, but it just wasn't as user friendly for us. I mean, the guy that made it, he did a wonderful job developing the system, but technology's come a long way since then. And one of the most tedious things for a league is setting up a point system and maintaining it, importing results, all those things that you don't think about. When you can automate them, it makes things a lot smoother.
Yeah. It's just very nice not to every season for every different league make the Excel sheet from hell and hope it works.
Well, I think the biggest compliment you get is the fact that the drivers aren't complaining about it.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case in the past. Tanner Prater going to go by Marwan Mofta here as he continues his hunt for Nathan Palmer. I don't think he's going to have the time to do it because they're coming to the white flag. Palmer sitting on a 19.3. That podium is looking way too far out of reach, but Carter Gosh and Logan Prado coming down into the last corner, only a few car lengths separating them. That battle was a lot closer than we had realized. And I believe this is the checkered flag.
That is. Yes. It is the checkered flag, yeah.
And we totally missed. We totally missed that. But
it didn't give me a white flag. Internally, the time ran out and it said 45 minutes. Usually it will. I guess Cody just must have crossed at the exact right time.
Yeah, he must have because I
was expecting a white.
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing. It looks like he hit the brakes right before the line. So,
yeah,
or slowed down just a little.
He said, I don't want to do another lap, and made us miss it. Thanks, Cody.
I see him ease off the throttle. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see my internal timing said 35 laps predicted, and then it dropped back down to 34. So,
Oh, I guess that's what happens when you're hitting 1 minute 20s, right?
yeah.
Well,
Just
Cody
putting it right to
Cosgrove
the
with
wall.
an amazing win, masterclass performance. Didn't put a wheel wrong. Definitely didn't put a fender wrong because he never hit the wall. We ended up with Logan Grado persevering for second, 7.5 seconds back. Carter Grosh, 8 seconds back for third. Nathan Palmer finishing fourth. Tanner Prater rounding out the top 5. And John Marshbanks, 6th. Newcomer Evan McFarland finished 7th after a wonderful second place run for most of the run. Small error put him deeper into the field. Brandon Lambert, 8th. Raymond Rodriguez winning the AM class with the P9 position. Scott Lindgren just a position behind to round out the top 10 and second in the AM class. And Brian, I'll let you take the rest of them.
Oh, right. Who'd we end with?
Top 10.
Oh, we ended with top 10. Scott Lindgren, top 10. Blake Doyle, Anthony Flores, Matt Mosby, Kevin Fanning, Kieran Lifflander, Christos Apparatus, Matt Kingsbury, Bryan Sohn, Matthew Warwis, Marwin Mofta, Clinton Funk, Josh Sussy, Peter Moeller, Kevin Garcia. That was the wrong button. Kevin Garcia, Daniel Coletta, Zachary Goddard, and Joe Piscucci. And then the broadcast staff.
Oops.
Oops. It's
We weren't
real
supposed
quick.
to be there.
It's a miracle we got in this race tonight. So we'll take it. We'll take it. I'm quickly updating our points sheet, but while I wait for that to load in, let's take a look at the schedule. What we got coming up later this week. It's not a lot right now. It's just Sunday Night Lights and SimCAR back-to-back. Sunday Night Lights this week in Indianapolis, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be Alex Larson, Josh Darnell. Welcome back to those two. Same time, same place next week. I'll be on the track. SimCAR goes to Laguna Seca. I'm going to let you know, Ray. I'm going to send it off in turn 2 like I do every single time I touch Laguna.
I want to see you at least make it to the corkscrew.
I can do the corkscrew, no problem. It's turn 2. I don't know what's wrong with me. I send it out into the dirt every single time. It's the only turn I hate on that course, and it just ruins my time every time I race there. Lights goes to Barcelona after that, then Bathurst for SimCAR. I got a summer series. We got 2 summer series coming up for NASA Rallycross. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try the cross car again. We're gonna do 4 weeks of cross car. We're gonna do 4 weeks of Pro 4. We're gonna alternate those back to back. Dates have not been confirmed yet, and tracks have not been confirmed yet. But we're looking probably mid-June for that. So keep your eyes out for that. And let's see if the points are up, Bray.
Well, if you don't got them there, I got them here.
I got Cody Cosgrove 76, Matt Kingsbury 70. If what I'm saying is lining up with what you're seeing, I think we're right, because Aiden Meta is down in P4 with 60 points. Brandon Lambert, Zach Goddard, John Marshbanks, Scott Lindgren, Tanner Prater, and Raymond Rodriguez in the top 10. Going over to the AM standings, Raymond Rodriguez maintains his P1 over Scott Lindgren. They were tied going into the night. There are 3 points separate them now, 87 to 84. Marwin Mofta, Tucker Lindgren, Christos Apparatus, Matthew Warwas, Bryan Sohn, Daniel Coletta, Brian Sawyer, and Karsten Quint are the top 10.
I don't know if you got it there, Brian, but one championship category that I don't think we can show on the screen is our team championship. And the team championship is actually the tightest battle we've got going on. Team KOR is in first with 108. Solpec Precision Racing is behind by just 1 point. That's Cody Cosgrove and Peter Mahler. And then Penguin RC Simulation with 104 points. That's Anthony Flores, Matt Kingsbury, Bryan Sohn, and I think Josh Stoltz is in that roster as well. So for the top 3, just 4 points separating them. And as you can see, TWRS Team Watson Racing and Silverback Racing not too far off. So that might actually be one of the more exciting categories for us to keep an eye on as the season develops.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun when the teams are real close. It's nice to see somebody's not far and away. We had that in Rallycross this season too. The teams were just it came down to the last week, and it usually doesn't do that. So it's nice to see team battles as we're closing in on halfway at point in this season. So it's pretty cool to see. Let's get some clerical things out of the way and get ourselves out of here, Ray. SimCAR Porsche Cup Series on ASN TV is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers Championship. By Lambert Designs, the official graphic partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. Thanks to Andrew Cardinale IV for your camera support all season. If you like what you see and you want to watch more, ASN TV USA on YouTube and Twitch. Been live on both of those for a little bit now. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X has the underscores. You can find out any information about us on those, asnTVUSA.com, if you'd like your content broadcast by us. If you'd like to race in this series or any of the NASA or SimCAR series, NASASimRacing.com for any of that information. We'll get you in our Discord and get you racing with us. We have something for everybody, so hop on in and join us. Ray, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, big shout out to all those got turned. Wow, I can't speak. Big shout out to all those that tuned into the broadcast. I saw the chat was quite alive throughout the race, as it always is. We love you guys. There's a picture of Josh Mertz, I think, next to my face. But you know what?
No, you got Josh Darnell next to your face. I don't know why, but we'll take it. We'll go with that
we
for
will
right
see
now.
You guys. Is it next week? Or we have next week, right?
Yeah, we'll be here. Oh, you'll be here next week. I'll be hitting a wall, but yeah, we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you guys next week then.